Hello, everyone. I hope that you all are doing well. I'm looking on the side there. If you see me glance at the side, that's where I see the comment. So tonight I think it's going to be a awesome class. It's going to be a one sheet wonder. So it's a 12 by 12 sheet of paper that we're going to cut and then do 6 different full cards that we're going to apply that. I understand that sometimes when we hear one sheet wonder, we take a blank piece of cardstock and stamp all randomly and then, cut it out and so on. This time I'm using a piece of designer series paper. So that's what it's going on tonight. But before we get started though, I got a few housekeeping. First thing, it's that next week, the 22nd at 1 p.m. Mountain Time. So I plan to post that around 2 p.m. Mountain Time. That's going to be the retire list. And why I say an hour later, it's because by the time we go get the retire list, sometime the system it's so jam-packed. So between 2 and 3, I should have it. And a lot of time it's so print small. I like to do it in a Excel and so on. So I will have it sometime. And that is next Wednesday, I think. Yes, Wednesday it is the 22nd. So in mid-afternoon, I will have the retire list. Now, talking about the retire list, every year when the list come out, that some product gonna sell out right away. So my best advice, it's whatever that it's a must-have on the list, I'm gonna say order it ASAP, as soon as possible. So right now we know the in color of 2018, 2020 are retiring. That's Lovely Lipstick, Call Me Clover, Bushel, Blueberry Bushel, Lovely Lipstick, Grapefruit Grove, Pineapple Punch. So let me repeat that. We get Pineapple Punch, Lovely Lipstick, Call Me Clover, Bushel, Blueberry Bushel, and Grapefruit Grove. Those 5 colors, we know they are going. So if it's anything in those colors that some of those colors you absolutely love, it's time to buy the re-inker, stock up on designer series paper, or stock up on the cardstock, because those ones are going. Also, 99% of the time, the designer series paper don't go from one ear to the other. That I'm not sure. But if it's some paper you really like, I would say stock up now. As of today, just before going live, an hour before about, I found out that this, you don't see at all what it is. Oh, here we go. That is the basket weave. It's already sold out before the list was out. So that's what I'm saying. I think right now it is time to look at the catalog. That is the annual catalog, also the mini catalog, the one that we got in January. It go to the end of May. Now it's the time to really look at it, and if it's something you must have, I say go ahead and order it now. So that's the big housekeeping. And now for tonight, though, only $30 order. I know time it's very different right now, so I put with an order of $30, you're going to get the PDF of tonight. The PDF include all pictures and mini pictures. I get more than one picture for each cards. You're going to get the pattern of how to cut the designer series paper. That's simple, but you're still going to get the pattern. You're going to get step-by-step on how to do the card, all measurement for each card. So it's 10 page with an order of $30 or more with this hostess code here. I'm going to wait and it's going to, here we go. Oh, this way? No, this way. It is FXTD4H D6. 6. 4 H D 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 6. 4 So that is, and I'm sure Ollie, I'm not seeing Ollie yet. Remember, Ollie got one end. So the typing can be a little bit more slower at her end. So if somebody asks a question and so on, you can help and answer if you know the answer. Remember, all the measurement, all the color, that's going to be all in the PDF. So I don't go in detail in the color. That's part of the PDF. With $30. And did you pay attention to $65? Well, if you order with that hostess code, if it's over $65, because the monthly one, it's $40. Well, it would be $70. I give the $5 off there. You're going to get the monthly PDF also. If your order get any of the bundle of the Ornate Garden bundle, you're going to get an extra PDF that is, it was no need of hostess code. So if you get the suite or any bundle, because it's two bundle, you're going to get a PDF of 18 cards. And so, and this month, it's this cute project here. I was the designer of that. And when I pull you down, I'm going to share that with you. So shall we get started? I think so. So I'm trying to see the comment. Thank you so much for joining me. Well, I think we got a good group. We got about 190 right now. So that's awesome. So keep on inviting your friends. Tell them to come and join us. How long the class going to be? I am the worst one to do time. I always try to shoot for an hour. Well, very rare it happened. Maybe it happened once. So tonight I'm thinking it's a possibility, but who knows? Maybe we're going to be here way longer. So I figure we're not in a rush. I know I'm not in a rush. So let's get started and have fun. So let me flip you down, turn around, and I'm going to adjust the light and so on, okay? So now you're down, and then you're going up and down, okay? Up and down. Okay, that looked pretty straight there. Perfect. Okay, so the PDF of this month, I always get customer appreciation. So this one, it's this cute little box here. Really, it's one full sheet and one more sheet. It's beyond cute. And this one is with Best Dress Designer Series paper. Also, it's going to be including the Ornate Garden paper in there. You're going to have all the view of those one extra pictures. And then it is 8 card. It's similar of a one sheet wonder, but it's 6 by 6 paper. So with each piece of 6 by 6, I got 2 cards. Well, this one don't go with that. So they got mixed someplace. Okay, this go with that. Okay, so this was one sheet of paper. So you can see it's kind of a one sheet wonder here. This is one. This is another one. And it's no waste like tonight. And this is another one. And this is another one. And all these cards here, that's a total of 8 cards with the best dress. And then you get 8 cards with the Ornate Garden also. Go right in here. And how cute is it? So that if you order, if it's 65 and above, with this hostess code, you're going to get tonight's PDF plus the monthly one. Please note, if you order it's over 150, do not enter the hostess code and you're going to get the whole caboose, okay? Do not. Oh, try again. Okay, Brett, it's kicking me off. It's just kicked me off. It's just kicked me off. I don't think so. Okay, I had a connection problem there. Let's see if it's going to stay up. Okay, if it go out and back in, it should come right back in. Okay, let's hope that. Okay, tell me if. Okay, now it says it's good, Brett. if it's clear. At my end, it's clear. So if you can tell me if it's clear and so on. Okay, it sounds good. So tonight we are using a print. The one that it's already done, it was in this print. And tonight we're using this print. So it's from the same series. It's Perennial Essen Designer Series paper. And that is what that we are using. It gave me a lost connection and it came right back. So let's hope that all is good, right? The weather is good, so all should be good. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to start, and you're going to laugh, but I pulled my, right here in front of me, I got my direction because I designed this class way back in February. So, this one don't really have a pattern though, but it's go more this way. So that's the way that I'm going to do it. So we're going to put that at 5 1/4, I'm sorry. We're going to put that at 4. So put that at 4. Let me see here. Okay. We're going to put that at 4. And cut back at 4. Okay, let me just double check one thing here. Okay, so we get 3 pieces of 4 by 12, 3 pieces. Now, I'm cutting all 3 pieces together. Going to put that together. We're going to put this at 5 1/4. Like I said, the cutting of the paper at the beginning, it's very simple. So we're going to cut this at 5 1/4. And cut again at 5 1/4. Okay, those 3 pieces here, that's going to be a card. So we're going to put that there. Now, 2 of them is going to be 1 card. So 2, oh, is it more than 2? 2 of them, and then 1 each for the other card. So one of the cards, going to use 2 of this print, and then we're doing 6 cards, by the way. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We're going to cut in this, but at the beginning, that's how you're going to cut your paper. You need 6 sheets of 5 1/4 by 4, and those pieces here, it's 4 by 1 1/2. So let's move that aside, and then we're going to start. By the way, thanks for sharing, Carol. We're going to have door prize throughout the night. I don't know if all is there. I'm afraid that she got a tough time because I don't see her. So she's going to come. She must have a computer problem. I'm going to have 2 door prize or screen prize. And this is the card kit here that make 8 cards. So how can you win that? It's leaving a comment. So it doesn't matter if you leave 50 comment or 1, you get entered once. And Ollie take care of that. She got a thing, put the name, and then she draw a winner like that. Okay, so we're going to start with card number 1. I prepare everything, trying to make some good time here in an envelope. So one thing you're going to notice though, like I said, I use this print, and tonight I'm using a different print, but it's from the same pattern. I mean the same package. So this is the one that it's already done. That's the one that's going to be in your PDF. And tonight we're using this print. So you're going to see it in 2 different colors. Put it that way, okay? Okay, so, oops, now, remember what I said, I need one print to start this. Now, every print going to be cut a little bit or a lot or whatever. This one here, we're going to cut this at, okay, let me think hard here. We're going to cut this at 1/7/8. So the 7/8 is between the 3/4 and the 2 there. So 1/7/8, we're going to cut this one. And then, so it's going to match in the middle. I'm just going to flip this here and cut it back at 1/7/8. And you're left with a 1/4 piece. This we're going to use it, okay? Yes, we are. So now you see those 2 pieces here are still matching in the middle. So we're going to take this and we're going to start our magic. So this is a piece, a regular app sheet of cardstock. So it measures 8.5 by 5.5. And it's scored at 2 1/8 on each side. Now I got those white pieces here, and let me, oh, I wanted to grab more glue. You know what? I think I'm gonna go get a new glue. That's all. I think all my glue here is almost empty. But you know what? I got plenty of them. So let me grab a new glue. So then I won't fight the glue situation tonight. Okay, so let me take, we're gonna glue this. And this is kind of a gated fold. So, and it's just a tiny little border that I got here. And then over here, and when it comes to tiny border, you know I'm a big fan of fast fuse and so on. I like to have the Tumble glue because you can shift them around. You didn't miss much, Bonnie. You couldn't get connected, and whatever you missed, you can watch at when it's done because it's recorded, okay? Now we're gonna take these and we're gonna put that. Remember, we want to keep our pattern, so that's gonna go on the right, and this one gonna go on the left. I mean, it don't show much, but I like to add the pattern that go together. And again, it's just a little border. So we're going to put that here. And then over here. Oops, I almost make a big mistake there. Did you see that? Here we go. Now, I need some rhinestone, and I thought I had them right here. And we're going to color our rhinestone with Flirty Flamingo. And let me just tell you that we're using a lot of Flirty Flamingo tonight. So I'm just coloring my rhinestone. And I don't go with my tip, I go with the side, really. So now we're going to have, you can always go with, yes, it's kind of, it's a gated fold. But it's many ways that you can do gated fold. It's more than one kind of gated fold, put it that way. Okay, we're going to let that there. Now this go this way. Now, this is kind of funky here, what I done. And the stamp set, I use 2 stamp sets. So this is one, And then the other one, let me grab it because I think I was done with it. 1 second. Okay, so possibly thoughts, that's, and you saw me using that one a lot. I love this set. And then the other one, it's Label Me Bold. So let me, okay, all is on, perfect. She is on. So we're gonna take our flower, and it's a few tips with this flower here. Let me bring my paper to put under this here. This one here, we're going to use Flirty Flamingo, and this is the medium daisy punch. The medium daisy punch. And I'm going to go ahead and stamp that right on top of it. It's not what it go wet. Oh, I used Melon Mumbo. Really, it's Flirty Flamingo. I reached the wrong one. All is good. All is good. We're going to washy. I'm going to flip this here. And you know what? I think I can bring you a little bit closer too. Here we go. We'll see how that goes. I think that's going to be better. You guys can see better. Okay, Flirty Flamingo. You're going to use a lot of the Flirty Flamingo. Stamped right on top of it. Voila. And then again on top of it. It's just to give some character. See, it's not the daisy. It's not meant to be matching with that. I just love the way it looks. That's it. So now we're going to take up, and then we're going to use a lot of the Mumbo, not Mumbo, but Mango Melody. And then I took and just did my center. And, of course, a little bit of wink of Stella Far. And really, I just needed one. Oh, this one is kind of dry. Let's move that on the other side. I got like 5 started here. I saved them because I can watercolor too with them when they're empty. It's many things I do with them when they're empty. So now we're going to just barely, when I say barely, twist the petal just a little bit. And every time I do that, people are going to tell me, well, when you put it in the mail, it's going to switch. It's still, you still have the shape of it. Put it that way, that it's go up. Usually, I'm going to tell you a little trick here. When you do the blends, you want to let it dry a bit, because if not, it's kind of wet. It's alcohol, but it's still kind of wet, and it won't grab the glue. Now, the next one, this is one of my favorite technique, I think, that I'm going to share tonight. It's not a new technique. It's just something that I absolutely love the way it looks. That's it. I absolutely love it. I'm still not quite happy with, let me, okay, I think that's a bit better. Okay, so what you're going to do, is take your, again, it's Flirty Flamingo. And then I need my inky rag, and I need my dauber. Okay, so I got crushed Korean my dauber, and then I got crushed Korean ink right here. I got stuff still all over my desk. You know what happened when I was sitting up tonight? I was sitting up, I got all those spotlight. I hear bzzz, bzzz, and then poof, the smoke. One of the light bulb kind of caught on fire or whatever. So now I find stuff still here because I hurry up, unplug, put a new one, whatever. So you see, I just wipe the center. So I'm using my inky rag. You can always use a paper towel or so on. I'm taking a dauber, my crushed curry dauber, and tap, 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 just in the center. Now, when you're done, it's possible that you touch the pink, right? The Flirty Flamingo. Just wipe it in case that you would have the pink on it, so you won't contaminate your ink pad there. Okay, because I talk a lot, what I have to do, it's off on my stamp to moist that again. And then we're going to stamp 3 times. Stamp once, again, and then off again on it, and stamp. So what do you think? Do you like that? I absolutely love this. I think it's turned the center with that yellow, with that pink. I think it looked lovely. Now remember the little piece that we had? I said we're using every bits and piece, right? We're going to take this bit of piece here. That was a 1/4 inch left over from the panel we cut in the front. Now we're going to put glue on this. And you try not to put your your finger on the glue. We're going to put the border right there. Voila! And then, oh, well, that I can use this. That's going to go inside. Oh, something shift here. Let me see the tumble. You can shift it back where it belongs. Here we go. Still cockeye a little bit. Here we go. Now for the birthday, a lot at the beginning I'm going to stamp, and as we go, if it's a repeat, I won't keep on stamping. This is the happy birthday, and this is Label Me Bowl stamp set. That was Jasmine, if I remember correctly, Jasmine, $1 million stamp set. Now I'm going to use Flirty Flamingo, and I got a scrappy paper here, and I'm going to smack that right there, and then we're going to cut. And when I say we're going to cut, it's very straight, so it's fussy cut, but not much. See? Boom. Okay, now I can remove that. It's sliding and it's in my way. And then cut. And then cut. Or you can always put that on the paper cutter too if you're afraid of cutting a straight line, but it's very simple. Okay, now let's finish this. So now see the flower here? I done the same thing that I show you there. So this is going to get glue on the Flirty Flamingo circle. Okay, the Flirty Flamingo circle going to go on the left. So you just want one side. So don't put glue on past the center, okay? So you're going to put that right here, about the center. Voila. Then we're going to use glue just bits on this, not on the happy side, but the birthday side, because the happy kind of, because it's a little bit thicker there due of that. So I just put the glue there, so then I don't get the bump there. I put my happy birthday right there. Now we're going to take our glue, and this is just done with glue dots. Here's my glue dots. We're going to put that right there. And you can always slide it under too. Now we got our, our little pearls that we color. And you saw I colored, not the pearls, but the rhinestone. I colored them first because you want it to dry a bit. If not, you're going to have your fingerprint on it or whatever. It don't take that long, but it take a little bit. So I just push that with my pick tool and then put that there. Voila. that dress it all good. So we got one card done, my friends. So this is this one. See, two different print, but it's from the same paper. Okay, we get this done. Now card number 2. Okay, card number 2. This, it's kind of a buckle card. So we're going to take one of the print again, and this time, excuse me, we're going to cut our designer series paper at 3 3/4. So we're going to take this, and we're going to cut 5 1/2 at the top there at 3 3/4, like so. Okay, we get this. Now we're going to bring our paper, and this time, because it was more blue in this package, so some of the color I switch it. So when I switch some of the color, because this was a Flirty Flamingo with Mossy Meadow. This time, instead of the Mossy Meadow, I use Blueberry Bushel, one of the color that's going bye-bye. So we're going to attach our, this is going to come right here. So let's glue this first. It's going to come right here. Now, inside my inside piece, that's 5 1/4 by 5, I just stamped a little border with Flirty Flamingo, and that, oops, not that. That again, it's from the Positively Tots, that little stamp right there. And so we're gonna glue this, but before we glue that, this is kind of the buckle that I call. So this is going to go in the back here. I try to center that about center, because you know me, I'm kind of allergic to measure center. Oops, let me put glue here. Here we go. Okay, I just want to make sure it's straight here. Now we're going to put that on the, you want to put back glue on this tab here too, because that's where it's going to get the pressure, the pull and tug and pull. We're going to put that right here. Even if it's not right in the center, whoopee, right? Who's measuring here? All the size are in the PDF. So some of the size I take the time to say it, but all the size will be in the PDF. I see people asking for the size. So now we got the Blueberry Bushel. We're going to put our leftover designer series paper that we got from this. This is going to come right here. Voila. And then it's going to go on the buckle there. Here. See, the blue go very lovely with that. So that's why I switched some of the glue. Here we go. So now I pre-punch, and this is, let me pull this. This is the label punch, the classic label punch. I did one of that. So first I thought, okay, I'm going to put that with dimensional. No, dimensional was too high. So we're going to use glue dots. And by the way, my glue dots, I can tell you right now, before we get started tonight, my glue dots are walking. It seems they go from one end to the other. I keep this close and I go right here in the corner. There to there. Then we're going to add some bling there. Where's all my blings here? Do I have to go get another one? I got so many open. I know we can do it. So we're going to use the pick tool again. And the way that I like to do this, I like to do both ends first. So I do one there, one over here. Then I go in the middle, over here. Then I fill the both center. So that way it's easy to align that pretty much straight, right? So that's how I do it. It's many ways to do that, but I find that easy. Now, I got a fun trick here for you. Let's shove that aside here. I'm going to bring my paper piercer mat here. So, I like to use my paper piercer here, and I use this tip first. So, I put this here, right in the center, and start rolling. So that's going to round our center, see? Can you see how this is rounded? I think you can see that. Now, put it where we rub here. Leave it that way. Usually, I like to keep this one very new. I don't know where my old one, I just use a foam there. And I poke holes. And the reason why I go from the back, I want the front to be rough. So this is the mango, Melody Mango. See? And you can sponge it if you want, but can you see those holes in it? It make it really like the whole, whatever, the pot seed in the center of the flower. Now, I'm going to, this one, I think I just use one, yeah. One dimensional. So let me bring one dimensional. Oops, first, I should have sponged this. So let me show you. And when I say sponge, I think this is the reason why I didn't sponge that in advance. The trick for sponging, it's really hold the paper tight and then just flicker. People keep on saying, I cannot sponge, it looks horrible. I think that it's because you don't hold the paper. If you're one of them, I think the people get a tough time with the sponge. They don't hold the paper tight enough, and they just had that like if it's a new kitty. So it's not a kitty, you can put the pressure on it. Et voila, boom, it's done. So again, I curved that a little bit. Curve. Hey, are you all like me? You feel like your air, it's look like a mop, and you're afraid that somebody's gonna take your head to mop the floor. That's how I feel. Do you guys miss your hairdresser as much that I miss mine? I am so due for a trim. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this morning I look at my hair in the mirror and I thought, oh my goodness, next thing I think Bert's going to take my head to wash the floor because my floor needs to be washed, and I'm like, oh gosh, I think I'm in danger. I hope you guys are not in the same danger than me. Okay, now what made me think of that, because I saw my reflection in my iPad here, because I get my direction here, my PDF, just to make sure I don't miss my measurement, because like I said, I did that a long time ago, and I saw my hair and the reflection in that, and I'm like, dang, France, this is a bit ouch. Okay, this here, it's put in the corner, so when you put that, you want to make sure that your glue dots is just going the corner of this, but then you cannot pass your corner of your card neither. Now, I use my congratulation. That is, again, Label Me Bowl. And I did blueberry bushel instead of the mossy meadow there. And this, I just put that right there, a glue dot there. And I lift two of the petals there. Put that right there. See? Right between two petals. Curl that a little bit. Now we can put our little center right here. How about that? And then this here can slide right under there. So then it stays closed very lovely. So it's just a little corner to close that. Here we go. So you like it or you don't? I think you do. Oh, cut my own bang. My goodness. Did you guys see the video that I share on my Facebook thing? Oh, that would be dangerous if I cook my own hair. But you know what? If I get that disparate, oh yeah, I'm going to trim. It won't be equal, but I'm going to say it's homemade, my friend. So that's the way I feel. This one here, it's an interlock. So watch this here. See? So it slides under there. Okay. I thought that was crazy, but I like it. All those flowers that I pre-done here, let me share with you. Again, this is the medium daisy. The one that we just finished, this one was the large daisy. This one is the medium daisy, large daisy, now medium daisy. And let me bring my tubes. What I done, I did that on another card, the corner fold card or so on, the diagonal corner. All my 8 of them, I punch white daisy, use the small tip there, just put that in one of the cracks of my Simply Score, and score just the center of the petal. Even if you're not right in the center, again, who's measuring? Okay, you're going to do that on all your petals. Now, let me remove this. Now, let me bring a scrappy paper here. Okay, I got a scrappy paper here. And again, you can use light or dark. Right now, I got dark. I'm using the fat tip, or the brush tip, I should say, and just flicker. Flicker. And I don't know if you guys know the Cheyenne Daisy, not from Cheyenne, it's the brand Cheyenne Daisy. I got many here. They all get different color, and they just, some of them are just flicker at the bottom like that. I absolutely love it. So you can use Daffodil Delight or Mango. I use some of the two color. This one is Daffodil, and I use some, it's the Mango. Just color the center. And then, yes, you got it. We're going to use a little bit of Wink of Stella in the center. Voila. Now, we're going to take the one that we score, squeeze, squeeze, and squeeze. You don't, some of them I squeeze a lot, some of them I squeeze less. I just love the line in the center of those flowers. So, like I said, you can squeeze more or less, whatever you prefer. I think it looks more even, I don't know, I love it. Like a straw flower, maybe. Okay, now, those glue dots with that walking here, let me grab them. We're going to take this. See, because it was not all the way dry. So let's try if we can. And I just overlap them. So you're going to do 3 sets of these, okay? Now, these here are the one that we use, the bottom of the card, the one that we had the 3 pieces, that's the one that we are using. Let me overlap this a little bit better here. Here we go. Now, this one here, I use a Flirty Flamingo, and I use Mossy Meadow. Instead of Mossy Meadow, in this print of the green here, I think that the mint macaron was a better fit. So that's what I done. I pre-stamped the greeny, well, from Positively Taught mint macaron on mint macaron. That's simple. Now, this is another kind of the gated full like we did at the beginning. So it is 8.5 by 5.5. score at 218, turn it 218. I stamp the leaves to inside at each end. Just when you open, you're going to have a little bit more decoration. Now, let's put our layers here. So we're going to put the mint macaron on each flap of this. And this here, it's Heavy Whisper White cardstock. I don't know if I would recommend the regular white because it's more... it's less thick, and it's you need something strong because you're going to over interlock this. And I'm going to put this here. Here we go. Now I got all, and this again, it's stamped with mint, and then on top it is Flirty Flamingo, but I stamp off first and then stamp my butterfly. Now we're going to put that instead of the old, not old olive, but instead of the mossy meadow, it is mint macaron. Mint macaron. And then this on top of this. And let's bring this here. Now let's do the 3 print on, I'm using also the same color that is Flirty Flamingo. So let's put our 3 panel together. And this here, you're going to say, are you going to match the print? Don't try to match it because it will not match because it's the strip at the bottom, okay? So even if you try, they would match one after the other, like this go here, so it don't go on top of each other. Here we go. Yeah, so I'm using quite a bit of the Daisy Punch with this. It's the Daisy Punch, I'm using both of them. Some it's the medium and some it's the large. This one it's the medium. Okay, now the trick to this, where is my, here it is. So we're gonna glue this one right at the edge, just a little tiny, I'm off a little bit there, that's okay. You know what, maybe I want this one. So that one gonna get, the top and the bottom one gonna get glue on the left side, okay? So not less than half there, on the left side right at the edge there. And then this one also at the bottom on the left. It's not the loser. Okay, I can go higher a little bit. This could have come down a bit. Well, it's going to stay there right now. Okay, now this one here going to go glue on the right. This. Okay, the center one get glue on the right. 2 top and bottom on the left, center on the right. And I'm afraid I didn't bring this down enough here. We'll see in a second. Make sure this is straight. So you want to bring that a little bit more down here. I don't know if I can move it. Let me see. Now I'm going to leave it there. So when you do yours, you want to, this one is good. Oh, this is Hawkeye here. This one I should have had it a little bit more down, but we're going to make it work. So what you want to do, this is one of the tips that it's very important here. I like to open it this way here, and then you're going to put 2 glue dots right at the top here, right at the edge, okay? So now you're going to understand why I'm saying I wish I would have put it a little bit lower. Now you're going to take this, put that right here. Okay, and don't show. I'm good. I'm good. I am good. It cannot pass this. And then I'm going to make sure I don't. Okay, that's good. Now I'm going to take 2 more glue dots. There we go. I like to do one at a time, so then if I'm off, I can fix it. Put one there. Whoops. Wow, that's a low helicopter going by. It's so rare we get a helicopter here. Oops, come back here, you. Remember, it cannot pass the thing. Okay, now let's see this. We're good. See, now you don't see your glue. And remember, I had stamped that. This is too long. It's in my way. So now when you close this, this flap here, just going to slide there. See? Boom. How sweet is that? Now we're going to take, okay, I should have, where's my, should have a little, here it is. So I did the same thing with this, with curling the back. I didn't put little holes in this one. So this one, I'm just going to use one of the mini glue dots here in the back of this one. So only one of them that I put the center, that's the top one. The 2 bottom one, I didn't put no center. So this is going to get put with glue dots, my walking glue dots. That's going to go right here at the corner. Now at the bottom, I'm going to put this one first here. And then the other one. Oh, cannot cover my words. Here we go. So what do you think? So now we got our flap. Here it is. Oh, this one, it's not close. It looked kind of funny. Voila. Okay. Did I move this here? Oh. Here we go. Okay, now number 4. Okay, this one here, it's kind of that Z fold there, but it seems every time that I do this fold, people say, I don't have enough space to write. I'm like, I got more than enough. You know I don't like to write, right? So for me, that is plenty for writing. I always tell my viewer, well, write more in the back. Well, I was putting my thinking cap on and boom, got plenty of place to write. This is a tiny Velcro here that we're going to put there. So it's just stay there, very lovely. And if you wish, you can do the back. So I'm going to share with you how to do this. This is the one that take 2 sheets, okay? 2 sheets. So this is in the Rococo Rose and Mossy. This time, are you ready? I went bold. I went with, let me think, crushed curry and blueberry bushel. So I need 2 of them with more blue, and that's, I think it's these 2. Yeah. So one of them you're gonna cut at I want to say it is 2 and 1/8. 1 minute. I cannot cut twice, so we're going to measure once, cut once. We're going to cut at 2 5/8. So put this at 2 5/8. So the center, it's 4/8. So it's the center of between the 3/4 and half. 2 5/8. So now you get 2 pieces of 2 5/8. Okay, so we got this, and then we got other piece. So this one we're using 2. I could have used a different color cardstock and make another fold, but this is what I wanted here. So this one's going to come right here inside. Now we're going to take one of the 2 5/8. You sure do need more DSP. Somebody said, do I really need more DSP? And what's the beauty about this one sheet wonder too? You can take many of the designer series paper you get and do your own. So just match one of the color cardstock and it's say right there on your package, or I get it all. If it's one in this here catalog, I get it all. Or I get all the designer series paper till 2006, I think. In my chart on my blog, you can click on that. You can get all the paper that match. Some of it, though, if it's that old paper, it's going to be retired paper. Okay, so this here, this way. So now we got this. See all the blue in it? That's why I wanted to go with some blues. Now, I stamped my flowers, and you know the one that we did with the pink? I did that with blue in the center. You're going to see that don't look like blueberry bushel. It's just when I sponged it was not as dark. And two, when you mix, maybe I didn't wipe a lot. So when you don't wipe it all, what happened when you mix blue and yellow? You get green. So you get a little bit of green tone in it. So now let's mount that. Did you see this? See, I was cockeyed. So remember, it's two sides. No, I want it, when I stamped that in the yellow, I said I want in the blue. So yeah, it's two sides to the paper for a reason. Don't be afraid to use both sides. If one side it's not turning your fancy, just turn it around and use the other side. And then we're going to put that here. And now this is going to be this part here. I always want to glue it this way. No. So I think this measure 8.5 score at 4 1/4, 2 1/8, 2 1/8. Not sure. So again, all the measurement it's in your in the PDF. And I know many people are going to say, do you sell the PDF? The PDF after my live class, I'm going to put them for sale, but just a few weeks after the class. So this one here won't be put up there till like beginning of May. And we're going to put this here. Now, we're going to put glue only on this part here. So that's the front, only on this half here. We're going to put the glue, and I don't pay attention to the front. What I mean by that, I open this up and I try to put it in the center of this. Doesn't matter how it looks up front. So I'm going the center inside. Man, I didn't bring water, and I would do anything to have some water right now. Okay, we're going to open this up, and then, and to make it easy, I put the same piece, the same size in the front in the white, so then I didn't have to worry. I'm going to put that right here. Put one of this inside. We're just going to put our, whatever it's called, that thing there. Let me think. The Velcro at the end. So now we got that. Now we're going to put, and this I just stamped that flower in the corner. in the side there. And here inside, did you notice I didn't put the blue layers? Because if I would have put the blue layers inside also, the card would have got so thick. So I said, well, really, I'm putting that inside just for writing. So I didn't put another blue layers there. And it's not because I forgot. It's because, see, it's no blue layers or another color. Because it would have got way too thick. It's already thick the way that it is. So that's the reason why. Now, our daisy here. So I got 2 in crush and ice sponge, 1 in the white and ice sponge. And that also, it is twisted. And, oops, I get on both sides, okay. So I'm just going to twist that. And then we're going to put the center. And again, I use my poker. And I twist, well, that's almost too soft for that. So I just turn. The other one was a big one. Even with the small one, you can see. And really, the small one really bombed that thing very nicely. Then I use just do a bunch of them, and that it's like the seed pod. I think it looked like that little seed pod with all those. So, and the reason why I go from the back to the front, because what usually we think it's not looking good, it's kind of rough. Well, for this year, it looked good. So, yeah, for this it looked good. And this we're going to use a tiny little mini glue dots. Not glue dots, but maybe the other one would fit too. Okay, so let's find, well, it's good right there. Our walking glue dots. This is a special kind of glue dots, my friend. They're wow. No, they just, every time I look for them, I feel like I lost them. Oh, that's put there. So I just overlap this here. And then we're going to go in the corner again. And when, oh, this is almost done here. When we go in the corner, close this here. And the reason why you want to close that, because if you don't pay attention, see, if I would have went in the corner, it would have passed my card. So I'm going to put that there. I'm going to get back that. Here. Voila. Okay, let me get the little mini glue dots. These here are, and I got a link on my blog. I got mine on Amazon. It is the 3/8, and they're, a lot of people say, oh, you can find them here and there. These here, what I love about these, there are paper tin. Did I say paper tin? That's what I absolutely love of those mini glue dots. Don't know if you can see, but there are paper tin. It's not, the soft one gonna go at the bottom. So it's gonna be on the top here because this is gonna be, and the one that it's more rough gonna go at the top. That's the one open and close. Close this, and then voila. This, or if you don't want the back, that's the way a Z-fold is. Voila. Here we go. See, this is from the same pack, but it's just in different colors. Why my camera still shifting on me? This is not right here. Try to keep myself straight, and I think it's the top there. Here we go. Here we go. Now, here's another one. Again, the blueberry bushel. And this one, it's a big buckle. See? from the top. Some of them I go from behind, but this one go at the top. Voila. So again, you can see the big daisy. This is the big one. I did 3 of them and all score the center and squeeze my petal, just like I showed at the beginning. If you are just joining and you're missing bits and pieces, this is recorded, so you can watch the replay, okay? When it's done, you can watch what you miss. I'm using glue dots and glue dots. Did I say I want water? Do you think if I scream to my husband, he's going to bring me some? I think so. Okay. Now, I stamp the leaf with a blueberry bushel, the feather, and this is all from the same stamp set. I stamp off first from a Flirty and then stamp randomly. Ink again, stamp off, and randomly. Let me ask him for water. Brett, would you bring me my... Oh, thank you. You hurt me, guys. My mouth is so dry from the onions. Oh, my goodness. I eat a big fat hamburger for supper, and I love onions. Okay, I absolutely love onions. But onions don't really like me. So my mouth right now, it's very blah, 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 blah. So, yeah, I needed water. If not, whew. Now I feel much better. I can talk again. Here we go. So again, this is from the same stamp set. Now, oops, let's get our paper. We didn't cut our paper yet. Again, this is just one piece, okay? One piece of paper, because it's just one card that we use too. Excuse me. And so this one here, we're going to cut our designer series paper at 3 inch. So we're going to have one at 3. Okay, and wait a minute. 4 by 3 and 4 by 2. And one it's going to be, okay, 4 by 3. And the other one is going to be 2 1/4. So one piece, it's 3 by 4 and 2 1/4 by 4. Here we go. Now, and inside I stamp in Flirty Flamingo, and this one here was Rococo Rose. Now, we're going to mount the front first, okay? We're going to glue this in the front, and then we're going to take the classic label punch here, and even that bits, we won't waste it. I told you, we're not wasting no paper tonight. Here we go. Now let's bring our, okay, this is the classic label punch. Now, I'm going to push this all the way in, see, all the way in, and I flush it right at here. Make it flush right there on the edge. So your paper, it's right at the edge there. Punch, keep that. Move it all the way to the other end, flush over here. And punch. See this? It made kind of a little thing from whatever it's called there, the arrow in Valentine's. So here we go. So now we got our opening. It's perfectly straight, as straight can be, as long as you butt it all the way there. Now inside, we're gonna use this piece here. The other piece we had was 2 1/4, I think, by 4. And that I like to kind of match that, but this should have been the other way. So no biggie. No biggie. I'm going to put that right here. Now again, for this one here, this year it's kind of tricky because usually we open this way, right? So you would tend to glue it so the opening is that way. Wrong. So the opening going to go on the left side. So we're going to take this and we're going to put that right in the center. Here we go. And hope for the best. And I go right away to make sure. And that fit perfect. And I forgot one piece. So let's remove that. Quick, quick, quick. Oh, here we go. I forgot this piece. I was like, something don't jive here. So the blueberry bushel gonna come right here. Here we go. Now we're going to add more glue to this. And again, remember, opening go to the left, opening to the left. Here we go. Now, here we go. So that go very good there, but really it's going to go at the top. So that is good. Let me reinforce this. Now remember, those, okay, let's put this here. Oh, this is done with, 1 minute. I need dimensional. Dimensional. Here it is. Okay, let's do. My dimensional. I'm going to put that right here. And then our flower, I put that, no, this one it's put with dimensional. I thought we're going to put the dimensional right here. I thought it was glue dots, so maybe I put glue dots in the whatever it's called, the PDF. Glue dots or, it's a bit too high. You know what? I'm going to put that there. You want to make sure you don't go in the opening. Here we go. And you don't pass that. So that is there. See this? Now inside, let's open that back up. Remember those two little pieces here? Watch this here. I told you, why wasting here? We're going to decorate with this. We're going to put that right here. And then, this is my favorite one. It looked like an arrow. Which way did I put that? Yeah, this way. Okay, now the dogs are this. Come on. Here we go, boys. Bye-bye. Sorry. Dogs needed to go out. They heard breath going out. Et voila. So now you even use your little tiny thing. And I think it go perfect because it grabbed the paper from there. So, did I say no waste? Yeah, no waste. And that slide in. And this one slide in. Et voila, my friend. Very, very simple. Okay, now we're gonna, the last but not least, we're rolling good tonight. And I'm taking my time, I'm not in a rush. Okay, this year, you know, Ollie correct me with my PDF and that, and she's like, what did you do? So, this is funky as funky can get here. Let me reach for my scrappy paper here. Where is it? You know what? Oh, here it is. So, the center I use soft suede. Well, no, let's first mango or daffodil, whatever you prefer. It doesn't matter. Mango or daffodil. you're going to flicker, flicker. It's a lot of flickering on these cards here. I just love this look. Maybe you don't like it. So if you don't like it, you don't flicker. You just put it plain. I just love the tone there. And then you're going to use soft suede. And we're going to do our center. Voila. Now, I call it, look like a lion thing or whatever. I get some, it's kind of a straw flower that they got double point in it. So that's how I got the idea. So what I went click, click. Can you see this here? I'm trying to get closer. Click. I'm doing a little V. Yes, I did that on all of them. So you see why I had to prep quite a bit, because you didn't want to watch me do that on 8 or 6 of them. I got 3 small and 2 large on this. But it's just give a different kind of a look of a flower there with the same punch. And don't worry if they're equal or not, those little V, because trust me, it's nothing equal when it comes to nature. If you want something all perfectly straight and so on, you're going to have to make it on the computer. Use your, oh, that's mango. No, that's Flirty. Flirty Flamingo again. And I'm going to flicker. Not flicker, but sponge. What did I say about sponging? You want to hold your paper tight. Voila. That's it. See, it was not that long. I mean, a little bit of time consuming. But right now, we get a lot of time, I think. Here we go. So now I'm going to overlap the small one, okay? So let me see there. Here they are. I thought they went for a walk again. Man, those onions are powerful tonight. Woo! Okay, so let me... Oh, I know what he's doing up there. It's dark. Oh. Here, remind me. I got a glue dot on my thing there. Okay, so I'm going to overlap all these. Here we go. Okay, now we're going to do the big one. Oh, missing the wing of Stella there. Oh, come here, you. Okay, now that's removed. Here we go. And this here, you know what I forgot here? We're going to add that in a jiffy. Right there. So no dimensional. It looked like I got dimensional, but we had so many petals there. I forgot my wing of Stella here. And boom! That's how it should look. Okay. Magic. So blue and yellow in my book, it's like black and white. It's, for me, it's amazing. So the blueberry bushel with crushed curry or daffodil, it is wicked cool. This is crushed curry, but I stamp off first, okay? So this one here, I stamp also the flower on each end, and I think this measure like 10. 1 minute. Okay. Yeah, this is 10.5 by 5.5, and I score at 2.25, 2.5, and 6 3/4. So it's like a trifold. So this piece here going to come right here. So let's put that right there. Are you glad you guys are not sitting in front of me with me eating onions like that tonight? My goodness, you would be on the floor choking. Here we go. Okay, we forgot to cut our designer series paper. Let's bring that here. And, oh, I got, now not a dimensional, but a diamond here. Oh. Okay, so our designer series paper here, it is, we're going to cut it at 3 and a half. So we're going to have a strip of 1/2 inch. 3 and a half we cut it. So this one's going to come right here inside. So let's put the glue right here. And then inside, let's open that. The center, it's right in the center. We're going to put this right here. And everything, all the cards that I share, it's all A2 card. They all fit in the regular size card stock. Hey, Ollie, we're almost done. We didn't have a door prize. Let's do a door prize before I do the box, please. So Ollie gonna send me a winner of a prize. Here we go. Now, where's the, here it is. The little strip that was 1/2 inch by 5 1/4, that's gonna go in the front. Here we go. We're going to put that right here. Now we're going to put, this is just with glue dots though. We're going to put our daisy, tiger daisy. Are we going to name this flower tiger daisy? They get those things like the feet there. Or the hoof daisy. Here we go. Now, I did 2 of the thank you of the Label Me bowl. And we're just going to put a little bit on the tanks there. In the back of the tanks, right there. And we're going to put that right here. Just going to hold it in place there. Then we're going to open it up and we're going to take the other thank you and flip it here. So we're going to see thank you in the front and when you open it up. That's when you're very, very grateful and you're sending a thank you card. You want to make sure they see it on both sides. I'm teasing. Then I put glue all front and all the way. So then we're going to grab those 2. And I'm just going to hold it there. So, see, I got the thank you there. When you open it up, boom, and boom. So that was the blueberry bushel. This one with the mango medley. See, same flipping thing. And see, this is tone on tone. The flowers, I don't know how much you can see, but it's tone on tone. Here we go. So, now let's do, okay, it is a rondo. So how many rondo we have? Ollie said rondo, but no last name. So let's see who's the winner. How many rondo we have? Do we have any rondo live if you want to type something? Ronda. Then if we get more than one ronda, we're going to do a drawing between those ronda. Okay. Now, this is the acetate box, the clear box. Yes, Stampin' Up! Sell that. Absolutely. The best trick to this, you want to open it up and open it up. So if it's a rondo live, because you have to be live to win too. I think I mentioned that. We're going to score this. Well, it's already scored, but reinforce this. Here we go. Now I'm going to close this again. And I'm gonna, oops. I'm gonna push that down here just for now. I'm gonna fold this and fold this, and then do the same thing on the other end. Fold and fold. Okay, now we're going to pull those little tabs here. I just want to make sure that everything is reinforced good so it stay close. Here we go. Here we go. Now, you're going to ask me, is all these cards going to fit? No, all these cards won't fit because they are too thick, okay? Yes, they are too thick to fit. 4 of them absolutely going to fit perfectly. I'm going to put 4 of them, and that fit perfectly. But all the 6 with envelope, that won't be the same. See? Well, dang it. I think maybe so. Which one I don't have? This one? Oh, I don't have the envelopes yet. Yeah. So 4 would be about the max, okay? With that, because I fit 6 in these container before, but it was not all those daisy. See, I'm just putting my hand there to push the last part of the envelope to make sure it's inside the flap. Now this is gonna get close. So yeah, I would say 4 of, because we got so many layers. That's why. So now you can put it, I mean, just like that, I think it's a nice presentation. But you're gonna say, oh my, Frenchie, you score. Yes, I did. Because usually I don't score, I use designer syrup paper and I just wrap it around. Well, this time I force myself and we'll see if it worked good. So this measure 11 inch long by 2, if I remember right. Yeah, 11 by 2. And I score this at 2.5, 3 1/8, 7 5/8, and 8 3/8. And why all those funky numbers? Why I didn't stay at the 1/4 and half and so on? Well, it's because the width here, the width is 4.5, if I remember correctly. Yeah, the width is 4.5, but then you get this, that's 1/2 inch. But you have to give the take for when you round this on each side there. So that's why you get all those funky measurements. Now, I stamp in Flirty Flamingo, and you're going to reinforce this. Oops, I have to fold it before reinforcing it. Fold this, and fold this. Now, I should have a pink card at the top there, right? Then we're going to glue this together there. And I'm going to put this here. Usually I would say use tear and tape or fast use, whatever. Tumble is going to do the trick for me today, because if I'm not just straight, then I can move it. Now I'm going to move this together there. And see, it still won't bow. So that's why usually I don't like to score that. See, I'm even off a little bit, so I just want to reinforce it. Now, glue, hold that good. It's not glue on the box. See, it's going to slide there. Then I did 2 of the big daisy. And just curl that. And that, I'm not afraid to curl it, because that's really, it's not going in the mail if I put a package, or it's going to get in a bubble envelope or a box if I mail that. Now, I flicker with the Flirty Flamingo again. And before I finish this, though, I need to do something quick, because this is going to drive me insane, okay? Did I say insane? Yeah. Something pink have to be at the top of this. Here we go. much better. It was not jiving good to me. Okay, I'm going to put it right at the top. I still see a bit of that there, and I can put even there. I'm going to put it there, so I think that looked good. So you can put the card you're going to put at the front and then match it the way you want. So now let's put, hey, it's time the night is over. See, I'm about done on my walking, see that? My walking glue dots are done. They walk too much. Too much, too much. Okay, this year, you know what we're going to do? We're going to take our piercer and right in the center, roll on, baby. Some of them I use two, and it's saying the dimension in the direction. I use two, whatever it's called, dimensional in the back. Okay, I'm looking. Where's my fat one? Dimensional. Would it be normal if one time I do a live or a video that I didn't forget something? I don't think so. I didn't do O's on this one. So I give you a different look on those daisy. Put it that way. Some I did O's, some I didn't do. And then bring this here. So this is a very quick and easy way for you to do a box to gift card as a gift. How about that? Hey, did we have a rondo? No rondo that claimed the prize? Okay, Ollie, pick two more winner, and we're going to announce two more winner. So, let me bring back the cards before we're done so you can see them all. So now you see the box. And remember, you have to be live to win, so don't run away yet. Don't you run away. We got giveaways, giveaways, giveaways. Okay. While Ollie's pulling that, I'm going to share. Share or clean. Which one am I doing, right? Doing a bit of sharing and a little bit of cleaning here? You betcha. Okay. Now, okay, this was card number 1. And we got another one. So, here's. So, I'm going to show them side by side so you can see the two different print. Penny Bauer, you are one of the lucky winner. Penny Bauer. And this here with this. Voila. And Donna Little. Penny Bauer and Donna Little. And then we got, I bet this one was kind of one that everybody was like, oh, very different. That's an interlock. It interlocked. And this was in the other colors. Here we go. And then we got the Z fold with the extra space to write here and here. That is so striking. I think that is one of my favorite, the way the color turn. I absolutely love that. And then we got the big buckle, so that go at the top. So when you close this one, this buckle go at the top. This is with Rococo and Mossy, and this one it's Flirty and Bushel. And the last but not least, this is the trifold. Remember, you're very thankful, so you put it on both sides. And boom. And the box. So Penny and Donna Little, if you want to go to my blog at FrenchieStamps.com And then from there, click contact me and give me your address. And again, don't forget, with an order of $35 with this hostess code, oops, let me back up a little bit here. This way. FXTD. This side is better. 4HD6. You're going to get the PDF. If your order is over $65, then you're going to get also the PDF of this month customer appreciation. This with its 8 cards. It's kind of a one-sheet render with the 6x6. And you got it in the best dress print. And also you got it in the Ornate, Ornate Garden print. So I hope you enjoyed this. And please stay safe. Visit my blog. I post every day except, well, Thursday I sent a newsletter, so you can subscribe to that. Always get a few extra free inspiration downloads that you can download or just look online, or you can print them. That I send that on Thursday, so it's no blog post. And later on Sunday, I don't have a blog post. But also on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I get a video here on YouTube. Thursday night also, no blog post, but Thursday night I am live most of Thursday night at 7 Central Time, 6 p.m. Mountain Time on YouTube called Create on the Fly. It's on Frenchy Stamp. To find all my link, like my YouTube channel while you're here, or Facebook, go at FrenchieStamps.com and you're going to have all the link there, and you can subscribe to them. I've been going live right here on YouTube. 2 weeks ago, I went live every day for 2 weeks. So you want to subscribe right below here. And also after you subscribe, you want to hit that little bell for notification. Can you tell my mouth is very thick? That feels good. You want to hit the little bell for notification. So when I go live unannounced, and I'm going to do a lot of that during this time because we're home and so on. So if you get notification, then you're going to be able to catch me. It's always a quick project. So again, I want to thank you all for joining me, and also for not only joining me, but for all your support. Because tonight I know we were over 360 people at one time. I look right now, we're still 303. That's amazing. Thank you so much for your support. I wouldn't be here without you. For all your Stampin' Up! Need, don't forget to visit me at FrenchieStamps.com and keep me going. Thank you. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay in, and stamp. Bye-bye for now.